I've got the first in the line of Mondo Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Donatello. Let's get stuck into it. How's it hanging, YouTube? It's Peter here, your ginger Geordie geek, and I am excited. Today, we're going to be taking a look at this beauty. This is the Mondo Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Donatello figure. It's the first in their Turtles line, and I cannot wait to get stuck into it in all of its 1/6 scale sexiness. Now, before we do that, please do us a favour and hit that like, subscribe, thumbs up and all that shenanigans. It really does help the old algorithm thingy-majiggy. Okay, in this video, I am going to show you the Mondo Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figure. As I've just said, it's an absolute stonker. Already, I am loving the box art. It's got a really interesting image of Donatello on the front there. Worth saying, this is Mondo's take on Donatello. And what they've done is they've kind of combined a whole host of different versions of him. So you've got different kind of bits and pieces with him that don't necessarily work with one standalone version of this character. It's more of a meld of all the different versions you've got. It's Mondo's take on the Turtles, put it that way, and I'm all there for it. It looks stonking, but enough prattle. Let's have a little look-see in a bit more detail. So as you can see, the box art is beautiful. On the back here, we've got a lovely little image of a cartoon version, and it's saying to be continued. And you might ask yourself, why does it say that? Well, the box is a bloody stonker, and I might not do it justice on the camera here, but shazam! We've got the picture of the figure itself. Sorry, not the picture, the actual figure itself there. And then you've got this blurb, a bit of a storyline. And then it opens up again, and we've got, look at that! We've got a comic book. Can you see it? We've got a comic book inside. Now, I'm going to put a better picture of this on screen there for you to have a look at. But I love this. I've not seen this with Mondo figures before. You've got a full storyline there before you get to the figure itself. I think that's pretty darn cool. The sea is dangerous and it storms terribly, but those obstacles have never been sufficient reason to remain ashore. God, it's meant. I love it. Just worth saying, ladies and gents, before I put the box away, inside you've got a sewer scene with pizza and all that kind of jazz. So if you want to take that cardboard interior out, you can use it as a backdrop for Donatello. That's pretty nice. Okay, so out the box, we've got him in his clamshell here. Now, if you've not seen any of my videos on Mondo figures before, please do go check them out. What you'll find is Mondo figures are pretty darn impressive. They come with an absolute mental amount of special features, add-on bits, accessories, and all kinds of stuff. So I'm expecting this dude to... See what I did there? Dude? Cowabunga, dude! I'm nearly 50. I'm expecting this guy to have tons of accessories. So I'm going to get all the bits and pieces out here, put them on the desk, and then I'll have a look-see at them with you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here he is. He is absolutely phenomenal. I hope you can get a good view of him there. The paintwork on this guy is absolutely first class. I am absolutely blown away. As you can see, we've got kind of a mix of different versions here. As I said, we've got the standard purple on one side and then a more kind of a material look on the other side. He's got his bum bag on there. The detailing on the face is incredible. The vein work on his arms is absolutely spot on. The shell itself is really, really nicely done. And there's a place there for both of his bow staffs. I just think this looks spectacular. Absolutely spectacular. I'm loving the head sculpt that comes already installed on him. I like the white eyes. And if you look closely at him, you can see the skull, the head, well, all the body really is really well textured. You've got these kind of paint spots on his leg. It looks far better than I expected. I have to be honest with you. I am really, really impressed with this figure. Now, Donatello is my favourite turtle, so I'm over the moon that this has come out so well. I've got Leo on order already, and I will definitely be picking up the others if they are anything like this. So, let's have a look at all the accessories you get with him and see what else you got in the box. Okay, so here we've got him. We've got Donatello here, as I said, looking incredible. Now, you get a whole host of different accessories with this figure. First off, head sculpts. I think this was his special edition version. Can't remember what this guy's name was in the cartoon, and I'm not really sure where that ports into. But that's the robotic kind of head. Again, the detail is impressive. Just look at that eyeball there. It's really nice. I love the battle damage look to it. Now, as well as this head sculpt, you get 3 others, and it's worth saying they've all got interchangeable eyeballs. So you get the white eyes in this. You get this kind of smirking face, which I really like, again, with the white eyeballs. That looks pretty cool. You then get this grimacing look, really angry looking face. I think this is probably going to be the one I use because I love that kind of teeth shown. Yeah, really, really nice. And then you get this one, which is more akin to the movie, I would guess. I'm not so sure what I think of that one. I'm not a fan of seeing eyeballs on the turtles. But like I said, all of these, you remove the top element and you can take the eyeballs out and switch them with any of the other head sculpts. So you've got a choice there of 4 head sculpts, which I think is absolutely incredible. Let us know in the comments, guys, which of the head sculpts do you think looks the best? Which would you go for, and what eyes would you use? Would you use the white, or would you use the eyeballs themselves? Now, I'm more of a fan of the cartoon and the comic book than the movies, so I think I'm going to go with this one. But I can't decide. It's one of these two. It's either the closed mouth or the opened teeth. Which one do you guys think? What would you go for? Let me know, please, in the comments. Now, I haven't got them all out, but you get a massive array of different hands. These are all beautifully done. They are very, very nicely sculpted. And there's a load of those. And you get some gloved hands as well. This one is particularly nice. It's got a section there where you can port in this control console. So it looks like he's got a kind of a game pad and a calculator and stuff on there. All right, I quite like that. I quite like that. Now, I was thinking I'm going to go for a clean Donatello, more kind of without all the gizmos and stuff, but that really jumps out at us. I like that. So I might end up using that one, I think. You get this. This is a wrist watch. Again, you can pop that on if you so desire. Love this. The little turtle communicator. And inside there, it's got a little image of one of the turtles. In fact, it's got an image of, I think, Leo, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I like that. That's quite nice. Got a bit of weight to it as well. You get some regular glasses for Donatello. You also get some fancy specs, some night vision goggles or zoom goggles, whatever you want to call them. Again, really nicely done, beautifully weathered. You get a replacement or a different version of his bandana. So that's more of a dropping down version, I guess you would say. You get some tools, so a screwdriver and a, what do you call that? What do you call that? Spanner. Spanner, you dick. The spanner. You get a load of weaponry. So I love this. This is a grappling hook, which does open out. Really, really nice. A few ninja stars or shurikens, whatever you call them. These have got electronic diodes and things on them, just to kind of demonstrate that these are Donatellos, I guess, with the tech element going on there. 2 of these. Can't remember what that kind of a weapon is called, but again, quite nice. One of these things. Again, not a clue. Didn't know what that is. Didn't know what that's for. This is the only criticism I guess I would have of Mondo figures. I've had this before. They don't give you any instructions really, so lots of little pieces, and I didn't know what's what, so don't know what that's all about, but there we are. You get a base, and I like how it's kind of a sewer effect. That's pretty cool. And then you get these are beautiful, absolutely beautiful Mausers. So look at them. Is that a camera in his mouth or a gun? Really, really nice little sculpts. These are very, very cool. This one's got work on wheels, obviously. I love that. That's a great little addition to go with the figure. And then you get this one with his claw arms. Again, really nice. These are nicely sculpted. They've got some articulation going on there. Really lovely little pieces. I like that. I like that a lot. Very cool. Very cool. Okay. Loads to choose from here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to play around and change loads of hands and things like that. What I'm going to do is get him set up. Sorry, I'm forgetting about his main bloody weapon, aren't I? You've got 2 bow staffs. You've got this one, which is the kind of the more modern version, I guess you'd say, which you can clip on some electric effects to some energy effects. Now, that's nice, but that ain't my Donatello. My Donatello is the traditional wooden bow staff. Love that. Love that. So yeah, no doubt I'm going to have that in his hand in some form. So yeah, sorry, as I was saying, I'm just going to get him kitted out how I am going to have him in my collection. As ever with these Mondo figures, there's so much bloody stuff, but a lot of it goes back in the box because I just don't use it. But it's great to have play options. So let us get him set out and then I'll show you how he's going to look in my collection.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Heroes in a half shell, turtle power. They're the world's most fearsome fighting team. We're really hip. They're heroes in the half shell and they're...
Okay, so first things first, this thing is beautiful. I've already said that, and it was actually far easier to manipulate than I was anticipating. So putting the hands on and things like that was pretty much straightforward. Now, I've made a few design choices, I guess, with him. This is probably how I'm going to have him in my collection. I love this kind of, it's not clean in terms of, I was thinking I was just going to go with a standard kind of turtle, but I just love this gauntlet. So I've gone with the kind of the tech gauntlet with him standing, having a little look-see at that, bow staff in hand, and I've also put the tech staff on his back because I do quite like that. I've popped the screwdriver and wrench thing in his belt there just because I think that's kind of, it stings really, doesn't it, to Donatello's technology-based kind of character. I love it. Absolutely bloody love it. I'm going to have a play with it and things like that and put it in my collection and pose it around a bit better than that. But I can't wait to get the other turtles to go alongside this. You'll also notice I thought I was going to go with one of the teeth shown sculpts. This one in particular doesn't work for me. I'm interested to know what you all think. For me, Donatello is the calmer, more kind of peaceful turtle, I guess you'd say. So the teeth, whilst I love the detail in the teeth and stuff, doesn't necessarily shout Donatello for me. Maybe I'm talking crap. Let us know what you think in the comments. But for me, Donatello, that one sings more to the character, I think, for me personally. Yeah, I love it. I absolutely freaking love it. Also worth saying, I will definitely be posing Donatello with these guys. I think these are bloody brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. There we are, ladies and gentlemen. This is the first turtle from Mondo, 1/6 scale sexiness. What did you think of it? Let me know in the comments. I'm blown away by this. I shouldn't be surprised. Mondo's figures are very, very good. But this turtle line, I think, is going to knock my socks off. I'm worried about my wallet because now I'm collecting the Thundercat, He-Man and Turtle lines of figures. It's going to be expensive. Please do hit that like and subscribe and drop a comment below. Let us know what you think of this figure and how you personally would display him in your collection. For now, that's your whack. Thank you so much for watching and we'll catch you next time. Take care.